To begin with, there are so many reasons, one after another, powerful reasons, disturbing reasons, which show us that why we cannot be the body. First of all, the body changes. So, the same body was the body of a little boy or girl, then a teenager, then a young man or woman, now a middle-aged man or woman, an old person. So much change in the body, from that little guy to this old person, so much change, and yet we feel, I am the same person. I was the one who was a little kid, I am the one who's an old man. Vachaspati Mishra, the great 10th century Vedanta scholar, he was a prodigy, he was a master of different philosophies, so he has written books in different Hindu philosophies. He is called Sarvatantra Swatantra Acharya, the master who is independent of all philosophies. Anyhow, he has a beautiful book called Bhamati, where he explains Advaita Vedanta. It's a commentary on Shankaracharya's commentary on the Brahma Sutras. He says, touchingly, I, who was a little boy playing on the lap of my grandfather, am now sitting with my grandson on my lap. Yet I am the same one. There's this elderly lady who told me just a few months ago. She was walking past a shopping window and she saw the reflection, and she said, the first thought in her mind was, who's this old lady? And she says, it's me. And then she says, it just seemed just 30 years ago I was this young girl. If you think about it psychologically, what a tremendous change this body is undergoing. I don't think that the little guy was somebody else and the middle-aged man was somebody else and now I'm somebody else. No, I think I'm the same person. If I am the same person, the body is certainly not the same. Body is certainly not the same. Body is changing continuously. How can I be the body? Another thing. The body is always an object. Do I know the body? Yes, I'm always aware of the body. I can see the body, I can touch the body. Internally, I can always feel the body. That's what's pain. And I can smell, unfortunately, smell the body. So all five senses operate on the body, very clearly revealed to the five senses. I am the knower of the body. The body is a known object. In Sanskrit, I am the drashta, body is drishya. How can I be the body? The knower and the known are two different entities. So the knower is me, obviously. That's what I feel. I never feel the body is knowing me. I look at the hand and I feel I am looking at my hand. I never get the feeling that the hand is looking back at me. That would be so weird. We never get that feeling. Think about it. And what is true of the hand is true of the entire body. You look at the body. You sense the body. The body is not doing that to you. So you are the drashta, the seer. And the body is the seen. We are not the body. Other examples. Always we think of ourselves as conscious. We never think of ourselves as unconscious. And the body is something that we are conscious of. The drashta and drishya is one reason. Slightly different but related reason is what they say in Sanskrit. Body is jada, inert, insentient. We always regard ourselves as chetana, sentient, aware. We are beings of consciousness, beings of awareness. Whatever we think about ourselves, we first of all know that we are aware, sentient. The body is not. To the extent that the body is sentient, it is pervaded by my sentiency. I pervade the body as a sentient being. So, the body is not me. There are many reasons, page after page. And you don't have to come to Vedanta. Every philosophy, Indian philosophy except the Charvaka, all the Hindu philosophies, all the Buddhist philosophies, all the Jaina and Sikh philosophies, all the Indian philosophies will tell you, you are not the body. And they'll give you reasons, page after page of reasons. Let me give you a little more complicated reason. These are simple reasons why we are not the body. A little more complicated reason would be this. All Indian philosophies believe in the law of karma. Cause and effect. What we experience today are the effects of causes long past. The happiness and misery which we are experiencing today is due to what we have done in the past. If we are happy today, the law of karma tells us at some time in this life or earlier lives, we must have been particularly nice to somebody somewhere. If we are miserable today, something nasty happens to us, well, you've been a naughty boy or girl someday, somewhere, you don't remember. So, cause and effect, that is the law of karma. Now, whatever is happening in this body since its birth must have had some cause. Follow this carefully. The effects of which we are aware in this body from the very beginning from our lives, from birth itself, they must have had some cause if we follow the law of karma. So those causes must have existed before the birth of the body. Hence, I must have been there in some form earlier. There must have been some other life where I have generated some karma which has led to this body. Are you with me so far? If I am getting effects in this body, happiness and misery, sukha and dukkha, the causes of that must be prior to this life. Not only that, there are many things that people do in their lives, good and bad, and they don't seem to get all the results in this life. So if they're going to get the results, they will exist after death. The body does not accompany them after death. So they must be apart from their body. They must not be the body. To uphold the law of karma, this is one of the reasons given in Vedanta. To uphold the law of karma, we must admit that we existed before this body was born, and we will exist after this body dies. In fact, every religion takes this for granted. Without this, you cannot have religion. Think about it. There must be some post-mortem existence. Some heaven, some hell, some kind of consequence. Otherwise, there can be no religion. If death is the end of the body is the end of our existence, then there can be no religion. So not only Vedanta, every religion accepts that we must be something other than the body. So for all these reasons, body is vikari, changing. From childhood, babyhood to old age, body is vikari, changing. I am nirvikara, unchanging. Body is drishya, an object of experience. I am drashta, the experiencer. Body is achetana, jada, insentient. I am chetana, sentient. The body is a product of karma, comes and goes. I exist before this, before birth, I exist after death. For so many reasons. The Annamaya, this thing made of food, cannot be me. And indeed, the Upanishad says,